right, here's one for the books. Are Republicans about to win the New Jersey State House governor's race? Joining us now, Kellyanne Conway, former counselor to President Trump, Fox News contributor.
And Jersey girl.
Jersey, that's right.
Jersey
Look, I'm a Jersey guy,
yes,
too, as a matter of fact. Born and bred in Englewood, New Jersey. Not born, but bred. Anyway, this Jack Ciattarelli, can he win?
He's doing great. Like Donald Trump, 4 years in the wilderness just made him sharper, funnier, more strategic, focused. And Mikey Sherrill, the Democratic nominee, is New Jersey's Kamala Harris. She's inarticulate. She has a radical record. She's enriched herself as a member of the Armed Services Committee. She has tripled her net worth, Larry, including trading defense stocks. She and her husband were both 1994 graduates, we think, of the Naval Academy, yet she didn't walk in the graduation. She says it wasn't because she was caught up in that cheating scandal of 100 cadets. She said it's because she wouldn't rat on her fellow cadets, which of course is in the honor code that you must call out, fraud and cheating. I think she skipped graduation at the Naval Academy. She has skipped 50% of her votes while she's been running.
Yeah, but that's because she was so busy investing.
And she's such a great investor.
She's like Nancy Pelosi.
She makes less than $200,000 as a member of Congress and has tripled her net worth. Look, she's got other problems. She is a doctrinaire radical. She still wants men and women's sports. She is for higher taxes. She has voted against everything that President Trump and the Republicans have tried to do in sealing up the border, in denying migrants essential benefits that the rest of New Jersey
is Mr. Ciattarelli a tax cutter?
He sure is. Ciattarelli has a great tax plan. He's a deregulation, growthy guy. He's going to cut taxes. We have the highest property taxes in the country.
Yeah.
We also have bad fentanyl rates. We have sanctuary cities and state. Jack Ciattarelli said the very first thing he'll do as governor is that he will take New Jersey out of being a sanctuary state. And let me say one more thing. President Trump rocked it in the state of New Jersey in 2024. After New York, it was his second best state from 2020 to 24.
Does he come in?
He already endorsed Jack Ciattarelli. He endorsed him in the primary. He's endorsed him in the general. We need President Trump there to get him over the finish line. And let me say something. President Trump, we have 21 counties in New Jersey, Larry Kudlow. President Trump improved his margins from 2020 to 2024 in 8 of those 21 counties. He flipped 4 of them. In a place like Passaic, New Jersey, Democratic stronghold, Biden wins it by 17. In 2020, Trump wins it over Kamala by 3.
Did Trump win Englewood?
He came close. That's their fault.
Next up, Mr. Trump is saying that Mamdani becoming New York's communist mayor would actually be great for Republicans. I have a problem with that. Really, you see the front page of the New York Post today. Mamdani wants to make the Civilian Review Board run the police department. They're going to slash cops. They're going to make decisions. He'll put his own people who hate cops on this Civilian Review Board. John Catsimatidis was quoted as saying how the real estate people are worried. And by the way, they're opening up stock exchange in Dallas.
Yes.
They have one in Miami. Wall Street is moving out of New York. Mamdani would only speed that up. It's a huge industry. So I'm not so sure. I mean, I don't really think Mamdani would be great. We need to be Mamdani. I'm not sure how. I'm still for Curtis Lewa.
In fairness to President Trump, the Truth Social Post, Larry, says it would be the best thing for the Republican Party. He didn't say it'd be the best thing for New York City. He's a New Yorker through and through, and he knows it would be a disaster for the economy here, for businesses, for growth, and for crime and safety. All the things that he is improving and got elected on. I mean, he swept everything, President Trump. Did much better in the state of New York and in the city of New York than he had previously. Mamdani, the commie, as mayor, we've already done this in New York. This is not new. He's just broadcasting it. We had Bill de Blasio. He was terrible. In 2020, he defunded the police by $1 billion. And if you'll remember, Larry, in his first year as mayor of New York City in 2014, Bill de Blasio went to the funeral
and they all turned.
Rafael Ramos, and 25,000 police officers turned their back on him. So we've seen this before.
But we don't want to.
We don't want him. But I think Andrew Cuomo should stand up and say, "Hey, I would invite President Trump's National Guard in here immediately to help clean up New York City." He's not saying that. He's sort of pussyfooting around that.
Curtis Lewa is a tax cutter, legitimate Republican. Anyway.
And he's the Republican nominee. We should stop Mamdani. We should not give in to that. But I think the president's making a political point about how great it is that the AOCs and the Mamdanis are the face of the modern Democratic Party.
And how about, if it is non-essential, it should stay non-essential.
Don't we all know that in our lives?
With respect to the budget. This could be the biggest change in the federal budget in 100 years. The Democrats have walked into this I don't know why, how, when, but it sure could be
Sure
fun.
you do, because a year after Trump dominated them at the polls and Republicans control everything in Washington, D.C., they've not learned a single lesson. You see it playing out in New Jersey. You see it playing out in other places, Larry. The president owns them online. He owns them offline. And our friend, fellow traveler, and former colleague Russ Vogt of the OMB.
This is his
he lives for
moment.
this.
This is his moment.
And the president is right. If things don't align with the agenda, if people got contracts in New York City, infrastructure, Larry, I want it based on safety and merit, not based on race and gender. This is the Second Avenue subway. These are our bridges and tunnels. We need safety and meritocracies. So let Russ do his job. And the president's like, I can't believe, because guess what? The government in Washington is shut down. Trump never is. The guy outworks people a third his age.
If it's non-essential, let it stay non-essential. Essentially, Kellyanne Conway, the best. Thanks ever so much.